hello. And just after yesterday's technical difficulties, we're going to make sure this is working real quick. Because, yeah, we are good. In theory, in practice, in assumptions. Huzzah. Hello. Welcome. It has been a hot second.
How come the YouTube isn't automatically going live? Oh, there it goes.
There's a delay to the YouTube one because there's an actual delay to that one. But hello, welcome. Hi, Zatara. Hope you're having a fantastic. I guess it is May now. I realize it is May. I should fix things.
It's gonna be May.
It's gonna be May indeed. You both linked your shirt. Thank you. It's a little tight. My arms have not full motions, but so it's a little tight.
Hey, if it's tight on your arms, that means you got stronger.
I don't think lifting the crates full of computers has helped me that much with the whole.
Hey, I mean, it could have.
Maybe.
Because you went from, like, during COVID until now, just sitting and playing video games, and now you're lifting heavy objects at work.
That is true. That is very true. This ring is also a little tight. I might have to flex the ring a little bit. Looks so good, Killian. I appreciate it. Killian always feels good. Well, that's not true at all. Killian usually feels pretty all over the place. He's got a lot going on, that man.
Killian feels good, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. The nice thing.
You're not streaming to me.
Oh, I forgot to stream to you. That's important. I knew I forgot something. I'm forgetting. There's so many things to forget. It's hard to remember. But I'm happy that we're back playing Danganronpa. I asked what people wanted to do, and we were like, let's play some more Danganronpa. And I'm like, okay, cool. And I'm glad we're doing this because I wanted to get back into Danganronpa and do another Danganronpa stream, even though it's an on and off day, and that we might get a couple people here and there to pop in. But I wanted to start recording Danganronpa in the background, so on days when it's like, oh, I'm going out this day, I can't do this, or it's like a birthday, like with Emma's birthday last week, I'm like, I still have content for you, just take it, and then I'll just upload something instead. And I think Danganronpa is gonna be a good game to potentially finish that way, because it's just a lot of reading, and I've already done this. It's not like whoa, I've never done this before. So I still can't remember if I play this game with a mouse and keyboard or if I play it with a controller though. So that's gonna be the real trial for today, is whether I need both or not. It is also particularly difficult to see with the red glasses, but we're gonna make it work. It's fine, because all the blood in this game is pink anyways. Okay. How far did we get? Thank you, Zatara, for the donation. I figured I'd reset it just in case, someone was feeling a particular way for seeing their favorite patron. Am I your favorite patron, or is it Molly? I don't know. I don't know which one is your tippy top these days, but it's good to be here. And actually, if you're happy to watch it on YouTube, just a quick reminder, I'm just going to get this out of the way now. Please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing, because doing the YouTube algorithm thing means that YouTube pays me, and we like to take money from Corpa anyways. Sorry, I've been playing too much Repo, and I'm going to be playing more Deep Rock this weekend, so
Money from Corpa!
I think this is the most recent save.
Okay, I'm going to mute for a bit, but I'll be back. Don't you worry.
I think this is the most recent save. I know we're at the trial. Okay, so this is not the save. Oh god. Wait. This says... I literally can't read this. 1946. This implies it... No, it's 2 months later. It's 2025. This is the right save. Haha. I figured it out. Hi, Zatara. Thank you again. Okay, there we go. Yeah. I'm just gonna make sure I got everything I need. Do you have any coins? Screw it. Let's do it. Monokana. Cat dog. Cool. Okay. That also reminds me, I need to open up the Danganronpa. Ugh. Honestly, half the reason to play this game is just the soundtrack. It's like Shady Part of Me we just finished yesterday. It's just so fantastic. I thought I had notes. Do I not have? This is my free time events. That's important. Where's my... I had a list to make sure I didn't miss any important coins. This is... Here we go. Monocoins. That's what they're called. Okay, cool. I think that is the last thing we need. Should be good to go. Okay. How do I get... How do I leave? Oh god, I forgot the controls. Okay, R is back. Got it. Okay, continue. Okay. Huh. We got there, okay. It is definitely very difficult to see. We are right going into this trial. Okay. Wish me luck. So for context, I haven't actually played this trial because when I first played this game, as I said, I played at a friend's house and she was controlling the game for me. So I haven't actually played this trial yet.
Listen to me.
How do I turn off auto? Okay. No, where I have to go. You're late, Makoto. You're all waiting for you. I bet you were afraid you'd be discovered as the murderer you are. Excuse me, ma'am. I am not the murderer. Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. There, we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime. Wait, so they really are convinced I did it, but I didn't do it. Me and Saika both know that all too well. But then, who is the killer? The one who murdered Sayaka. Is it really one of us?
Is everyone here? Okay,
fine, you can talk, Monokuma.
Elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided.
Aha!
I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Great. Love that for you. Can we talk to a couple people?
What?
So we're stuck us here, you even took the time to set up a goddamn courtroom, huh? Let's get started.
Hey.
There's no point in standing around here. Settle your resolve and step into the future. I love Sakura.
Impossible.
Damn, we really gotta go through with this class trial thing, huh?
You know?
Did I ever just send a voice for Killian? I was talking to Katie about this the other day, and I think Killian's voice is just like honestly just a deeper version of my own. Like there isn't gonna be a distinct dialect for him because I want him to have a general American dialect because due to other associative characters that are tied to him, and also just because I felt like it made sense for him. And I didn't want him to have like a southern dialect or like anything like that. I think he would he fits very well with just a generic, like a neutral tone, because I wanted him to be like the kind of everyman character where I have a lot. Not everyman. It's not the case. Hold on. Dante's the everyman. Killian's voice is probably closer to everyman, whereas Dante, I could put a bit of an Irish or a Scottish dialect. It would make sense for him. Like Killian is like the one who I want to have like a neutral voice to. Besides Casper, because Casper has to have a neutral voice because he's me. Blech. Oh, you didn't do it. Hello.
I'm sorry.
In the end, I wasn't able to do any looking around or anything. Is this really how Sayaka would want us to find out who killed her? Well then, the time has finally come. Are you ready? Although I emphasize the word come for him. I can't but wonder whoever killed Sayaka is feeling right now. But being so insistent, even though you obviously killed her, very impressive. Well, did you find any things that might actually prove your innocence? Hmm?
You know what I mean.
Well, I did my job. I'm counting the rest of you from here on out. So the school basement has become the darkened stage. We're all here to bear witness to Mr. Nagy's final curtain call. Okay, let's go. Oh, I have to talk to you.
Got it.
Relax, I've decided 100% you're the culprit you just did. Maybe, but you're obviously thinking that way. Can we just go? It's no choice but to get on this elevator.
Well,
Let us begin.
Yes.
Good idea.
Hey.
Are you scared? No. Are you scared? Don't be scared. Nope, scared isn't quite right. I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mysteries surrounding this case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. I need to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. I need someone else to tell me to do that, in Sayaka's honor. I swear I'll find out who the real killer is. As I raise my voice to try and give myself courage, I turn, trembling with anticipation towards the elevator. With each step forward, I could feel my heart standing to race faster and faster. Everyone else was already on the elevator when I finally stepped on it. The doors closed and the elevator started to move. The steel box descended with heavy clunky sounds towards the school basement. I wonder if this is how a death row inmate feels when his time has finally comes.
Oh.
Rather than that, it is not more like a defendant waiting to receive his final judgment. Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school. Ding dong. You finally arrived! What do you think? Doesn't it feel like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right? Not even close. It's total shit. Okay, everyone find your assigned seats and sit down. Hurry up now, hurry up! Well, we did what he said and found our seats. The seats were arranged in a giant circle. It was set up so that everyone could see everyone else, which also meant it'd be easy for anyone to transfer their attention and their needs onto anyone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. Also, I don't think I've shown it off yet, but new ring. I think it looks really good. As the new head ring, it looks honestly great. It's really cool. And now it's got 4 fangs to tie into his 4 fangs. It's almost intentional. And so the curtain of our first case opened. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, blah blah blah, a deadly class trial. Let's do that here. Okay, so we gotta set some skills. Increase damage to opponent when a statement is destroyed, effective during the bullet time battle. I don't know what that is, and we'll do trance. Even low combos will increase the tempo. Effective during the bullet time battle, cost 4 SP. Okay, truth bullets, presents. That's what we have 4 report cards. Okay, I'm still out of practice. I have no idea what I'm doing, and I've never done this before. So I don't think I've done a single class trial for this game, so I'm real nervous. Okay, fuck it, let's go. Class trial, all rise.
Let's begin with a
Here we
basic
go.
explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
I don't believe I got this, but I'll take the vote of confidence.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course.
Okay, then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick? What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier. Friendship penetrates.
Shut the fuck up, Hifumi.
Okay, but what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
Oh boy, okay. It's about to begin, the debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything, because this isn't just about me, everyone's lives are on the line. Our first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely, because I don't know what the heck is going on. As things progress during each class trial, you will engage a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. What this means is that you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the mouth to aim, then fire with the left mouse button. Okay. Now if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the escape key during the arguments, you can review the controls.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Yeah, I didn't know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
Second, there's no explanation for what would happen in my room. First, for the first debate, we'd like to quick sidebar. If you're unable to spot and refute someone's lies or contradictions, the argument will repeat. Within a group of statements, some words appear in a different color. Do they happen to notice? That represents a potential hole in the person's statement, possible weak spot. These weak spots reveal important, though not always inaccurate sections of a person's statement. Only effective against these weak spots. When you see one come up, take aim, fire. Okay.
I assert that the one who was murdered
And the murder took
In the bathroom. So it seems the killer must have taken her by surprise. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
Okay. And the fire button is left mouse button. Okay. So it should be.
I assert that the one who was murdered was
Yeah, I didn't know that part already.
and the murder took
In the bathroom. So it seems the killer must have taken. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
I assert that the one who was
and the murder took
In the bathroom. So it seems the killer must have taken. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
I'm shooting the gun, yes?
I assert that the one who was
and the murder took
In the bathroom. So it seems the killer must have taken her by surprise. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
Ah!
no, that's wrong.
Had to press space. Got it.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
Okay.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom? She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. We know it was a knife, right?
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind
Picture
of
killing at the club,
sharp
yeah.
object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
So the killer used some random knife they had on him. How could anyone do something like that? Son of a bitch!
Okay, so
So what was used to
it's still being really generous to me right now.
So the killer used some random knife they had on him.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Oh,
which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
gotcha, Zatara.
Yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach. And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Has one ring is a little too tight. Gotta take that one ring off. Okay, we're good now.
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
Something new, okay.
You really believe that?
It's gonna be a breakthrough summer just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. There's a bit more to learn about the nonsense debates. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely. While you're concentrating, time to slow will slow down so you can pay close attention to what everyone's saying. On top of that, it'll steady your aim, making it easier to target potential weak spots. Consume the focus gauge. If this gauge empties, you can't concentrate. But the focus gauge will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest, no need to rush. Okay, so that's the thing I did before where it wasn't like letting me shoot it. I know, these are just aesthetic bracelets. There's no meaning behind the bracelets, don't worry.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Oh.
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret, when nobody was in the dining hall. And then he...
I missed!
So he really did. We've reached the end. So I guess there's no question. But where does that?
Makoto must have did it in secret, and then he went and stabbed.
No.
So he did do it. We've reached the end. So I guess there's no question. But where does that?
Makoto must have taken did it in secret.
Bam. Got it. Okay. Yeah, no, these were bracelets that my mom gave me for either birthday or Christmas. So, the years before I met Killian, I was like, I need an excuse to wear these, and I was like, oh, let's put them on Killian because why not?
From the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Tina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Making some tea in the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. I finished my tea. I went back in the kitchen to wash my glass. One of the knives was gone. She said the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall, but I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together and lying to protect each other?
Idiot swimmer girl?
I'm here.
You came just in time to hear idiot swimmer girl.
Well, I had my phone turned up and was listening.
Okay, so you heard the ada too?
I did.
Good. Got paranoid because I keep getting paranoid because my boss said like last week that I was supposed to work today, and didn't actually update me if I was working it or not. But I didn't hear anything, which means I probably wasn't working. But if there's the off chance that I was, I'm just like, I didn't hear anything.
Why isn't there just a fucking schedule?
Yeah, I had my schedule, but this was like the school hadn't gotten back to us yet about this specific program, so I wasn't like, I don't know. Also, hey Lindy, how you doing? Long time no see. Welcome. Hope you're having a fantastic Friday.
Speaking of
Oh,
which,
fantastic
I'd like to
Friday.
ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall
I forgot about this
answer.
detail. This is important.
Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So if you help
So
someone,
in
it's
other
like...
words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together and they just didn't know about the rule?
Good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case!
Hey, it's City Blue Waters. Welcome.
Oops! Did I say that out loud?
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that? I can.
That's right! Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right. But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Crime scene cleaner is going. That's a great concept for a game.
Actually, no. Because, well...
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
Technically,
We're not
no.
allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room.
That's actually a good point.
So, I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem. A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome.
But I'm a girl.
What?
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
Proud of Kiyotaka to just be like, I'm sorry.
Look at how easy it is when you misgender someone.
Yeah, just like, oh, you are? I'm so sorry.
But if it wasn't either of you,
And then we move on. That's it.
There.
Done. Easy. TLDR is your cleaner for the mob that is sticking it through to pay for the sticky daughters. That's so funny.
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true. One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because they're not here anymore. Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Sayaka brought the knife. Ooh.
I got it! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
The person who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
Say that now.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
What?
See? He did do it after all.
Stop blushing, you.
No, you're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction?
Killing myself a kid like that. I didn't design one, but that's a really fun concept for a character. Just a person who just cleans up the messes.
A fixer.
Well, why? We have a fixer. We don't have a person who literally cleans up the messes. Like,
isn't that part of the fixer's job?
I guess. Like, we have people who solve problems and who fix issues, but we don't have a person who literally is just the person who goes and cleans up the blood. Like, Kiyotaka. Oh, your girl apologized for considering you. Moves on to the case.
Someone who a fixer is someone who resolves problems for the group.
Right, but I'm not talking about someone who it's not a problem.
This can involve cleaning up crime scenes, hiding evidence, and manipulating legal or official channels.
Oh,
that's part of the fixer's job.
Okay. We probably have multiple fixers then. Also, thank you, Gamer Freak, for the follow. I really appreciate it. Welcome. Hope you're having a good day. Can it be great in a modern game? Just saying. Listen, Killian might just have to be an NPC in a certain thing I might be planning.
Oh, we should do that.
We need to work on that. Yep.
I just don't know who would play.
Yeah, we gotta figure out everything for that.
Think about a cast.
Yep.
You possess a most terrifying talent.
Damn, if I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's gonna die.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say? Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering.
Yep.
And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Consider for killing Cosplayer. Not a bad idea. Yeah, send the link in the one of the chats on my server there, Lindy. That's a definite option. That'd be kind of fun, actually.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
I forget how to do this. Okay. The Hangman's Gap will eventually take place. Okay. Point of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. You'll have to deduce the phrase from the letters flying around in the letters already known. Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order. Use the mouse to aim, then press the left mouse button to shoot the desired letters. Okay. The gauge is 0. If you run out of time, you fail. You modeled Saints Row character on Killian. That's awesome. That's another game I want to replay Saints Row. Like specifically, I've never beaten Saints Row 3, but I would love to replay Saints. I've never beaten Saints Row 4, sorry, but I would love to replay Saints Row 3. Thanks, dear Liddy. Okay. Okay, what was at the crime scene that should have? What was not at the crime scene that should have been there? High hair? Not hair. Oh, it was hair. I just have to shoot it multiple times. Okay, I've learned.
Now I understand. That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there.
But we found the body in there, so it doesn't matter.
That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why was
I hated Fui. I hate him so much.
Yep.
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then, Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
Same with Endeavor, Shotaka. Yes.
What
I will say, I feel like Endeavor's redemption arc was good, but also just because a redemption arc is good doesn't mean you have to forgive a person who has done some pretty shitty stuff.
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
Yep, the doorknob was broken. Doop 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 doop. Bathroom doorknob.
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken.
Yes, very true. Very, very true, Zatara. At least Endeavor finally realized and tried to make amends. At least he had a brain cell to do so. You need to bring your confront character list with humble with a chocolate. Yeah, that's very valid indeed.
See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then, let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will
I
help
don't
you
remember this
understand.
part. I remember who did it, and that's about it. There's a bit more to learn, not some debates. Sure. Number of weak spots will start going up. Oh, okay. No matter how many weak spots there is, there's only one lie or contradiction in that debate. What I'm trying to say is that all weak spots you see are necessarily false. Use a truth bullet on the wrong one, and not only will you fail to refute what they said, but you also lower the trust with everyone, and your influence gets will take damage. That's the most important, because if your influence gets 0, you fail. You have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots actually lies or contradictions. No, so in the girls' bathroom there's locks, in the boys' bathroom there were not. So that's an important detail. But our door gets stuck. Our bedroom door or bathroom door got stuck. You had to like jostle it a certain way to actually open it correctly. It didn't work properly. So that was why things were interesting.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her, and they got into the back. At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door because Sayaka had locked it.
And finally, the culprit had Sayaka cornered.
To finish the job, they stabbed her with the kitchen knife.
It was you, wasn't it, Makoto? We already know the answer.
Okay, I got it.
The incident took place. Sayaka was first. She then fled into the...
Then the killer ran, and they got into the back. At that point, the killer had to try because Sayaka had locked it.
Bam.
No, that's wrong.
Seeing Killing gives you so much life. Listen, I love Killing. I don't worry. His character is still one of my favorites.
The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with walking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Yes.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right.
Yep.
Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yep, true as true can be.
I both love and hate Monokuma.
But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door...
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
Oh.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
We're starting to establish the reasoning.
I got it! The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
Yep.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable.
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Yep.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms.
I'm trying to remember the order of the trials in this game, and I just want to get to a certain trial so I don't have to talk to Hifumi anymore. Slight spoilers, but I don't want to talk to Hifumi anymore.
Which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom.
Also, I think if Hifumi made it to the end, a lot of people would be much more upset with this game.
Then there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
Ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door open.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is a definite possibility.
Yep, the pictures of the door frames or the front doors are also switched. That's another detail I remember with the first trial.
Rooms? Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Okay, then who did do it?
God, he looks so mad. He's so mad. His entire front top half of his face is red. Oh my god.
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
I hate everything every time he talks. I just don't like him. I don't like him.
What happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules.
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
As a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you...
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
God damn it. Exactly.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
There we go.
Yes. How did the killer
Step
get
1.
inside?
Find out the order of operations.
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then, maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place. Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
You say pointing across the circle even though I'm standing right next to you. This man doesn't know his directions. Like, he just needs to look to the right, to look to the left. Because she asked me to do something particularly because of how frightened she was. That's the answer right there. I say I can let someone in because we switch
I got it! Because
Hopefully.
Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
Sorry. Either I'm sure it's you, absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching?
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh?
Hmm?
What the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
So Tormenting just take all the money and being responsible? Listen, you don't have to do anything today. That, like, just chill, Zatara. Unless you want to be crazy. I mean, it's literally like, here, let's flip a coin. Your choice.
I know you don't want to
Do
be
whatever
scared,
you feel is right.
But look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
There's something I want to talk to you about too. About just what? There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room, Sayaka. Check the name place to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil.
Oh shit.
And these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows.
That's great.
When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words.
I love that. I love it so
When I
much.
saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
I love it. Yeah, Aoi is honestly the best. She's so good.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
I'm gonna go with no.
No, I didn't. But
Of course you didn't. because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
Yeah, Kyoko is great. Sayaka wrote it, but then why? Why would she write that?
Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Unfortunately, he does have a point.
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
I say he has a point, and then he ruins that point, buries himself in the ground, and then covers him like... Ah, fucking Hifumi every
Can
time.
you be sure anyone even got this note?
Every bloody time.
And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say? Very well then. Pay attention.
I love Celeste's voice. It's a good voice.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in. So in other words, even if someone did read the note, and they would not have any connection to what...
It certainly would seem that way.
Okay. I know where my soul is telling me to go.
Sayaka and Makoto, but in the note, it specifically... I see. Then they would have gone exactly.
The room.
Got you. Objection!
The nameplates on my and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Mm-hmm.
Then, if someone did do what the note said...
Wrong game? Nah, it's the right game. It's objection, Mr. Nag, you're right. Yep.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right?
Okay, then who did it?
The person who knew we had switched was Sayaka.
Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates
You can also
was
infer as
Sayaka.
much from her note.
This is what I'm going to talk about just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
I have not seen the Random Encounters musical Phoenix Wright.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
Bum, bum, bum.
Then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out. We know who did it. Whoever she invited over is the culprit.
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot.
Honestly, on the second playthrough, Mondo is kind of great. I kind of like Mondo.
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... We just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
Wait, they got a FNAF one with Markiplier, Xander Mobus, Matt Pat, and Nathan Sharp. That's great.
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself.
My hair is tickling my face. Eh.
It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
So, work with the fake sword is because when you look at her wrist, there's no doubt.
I got it!
The weak
All
demands
you have
attention,
to do is
literally.
take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear.
Xander Mobus, yeah, he's a voice actor. He does it's Toto and is Salmon, right? I'm pretty sure. From
Right
Jujutsu
there where
Kaisen.
her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
It's so easy to just play with the rings. Like it's very just like playing with the rings with Joker from Persona 5. Yeah. I knew something there. Not sure, but you think my card. No, I'm not the killer, sweetie. Stop it.
Is that gold?
Stop it.
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica
So
sword.
dehydrate. Katie, drink.
I don't have any water.
You've been commanded by the sweetest of teas.
I can't.
Why not?
I don't have any water.
Go. Get water.
No.
Yes.
I'll do it in a minute.
T's saying get water.
Oh my god. What if I was in the middle of something?
Get water.
You guys are annoying.
Yeah. What do you think? That yes. We are objectively annoying. That's kind of how my brand. The puppet version of Freddy Fazbear. I hate that. Okay.
You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword, right there on her wrist!
Yes. Yes, Talca, you might be right there.
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
All right, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
Okay, Fred, stop it. He's Freddy. Yo, he's Freddy. Wait, this guy, Stoner Man, is literally Freddy and Shaggy just love child. It's about time we solve this, Mr. Gang. Okay, just saying this is the easiest trial in the entire franchise. Yes, I'm aware it's the easiest trial in the entire franchise. I just haven't done this trial yet. Because I didn't actually control the trial, so I have to learn the controls. There's more to learn about non-stop debates. I should have read that. Brick.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword. And that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Maizono's wrist.
So she tried to fight back.
Okay.
She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away. But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
I'm not sure what is correct here. Okay. Yeah, the sheath. I'm assuming it's going to be the
Fighting broke
sheath.
out. The culprit grabbed the... And that's when the first blow... Sword-based sneak attack.
Let's try that.
No, it's wrong.
Been a minute since I've done a game like this, so I gotta like remember how to It's also been like 3 months since It's
Actually,
been
no.
it's been 4 months because
I
we
don't
started
think
this
the fight
this
started with
playthrough
the
in
sword.
January. Oops.
Why not?
Yes, I know that Matthew Lillard became the official voice for Shaggy after the movie show. Yeah. I love that for Matthew Lillard is great.
Because the
I love
sword
that for him
sheath had
so
been
much.
scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
Yep.
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
You don't, Mondo, don't cut off Chihiro.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
Bum bum
I
bum.
get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere.
Taka. My brother in wholesome vibes. Stop while you're behind. Please, no, stop it. Just control your whole statement, please.
But then the culprit took that from
No, Taka. Okay.
Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Oh, boy.
But I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Her hands. If you want to use a sword, which part of your body would have to touch it? Her palms.
I got it! You're talking about her palms, right?
Yep.
The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
Otherwise, it'd be covered in gold, baby.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
The
Like
gold.
I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands.
Being a big smart
There's
fat
really
pants.
no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Why would you do that?
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
Dude, these characters are so... I forgot how insecure half this cast was. Like...
I mean, they're high schoolers. So
yeah, they're high
to
schoolers.
be expected.
But also, goddamn.
No, that's not it at all.
That's honestly why, in my mind, when they say such stupid things, I let them get away with it, because they are just fucking high schoolers. Like, they are dumb.
Yeah, they are not the smartest batch of well, they may be the greats, but they're not... They may be the ultimates, but they're not the smartest in the bunch.
Yeah.
Water was off at night?
I got it!
I didn't know that one.
According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts
Oh,
off.
I forgot about the detail. I forgot about the detail, but because of the orientation of the question, I was like, ah, this is the correct choice, right?
I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower.
Girl, it's been like a week. Sorry, hold on. Toko, it has been a week. You need to go wash your butt, you stinky girl.
Stinky.
You're no different. You smell like a big, fat, ugly donkey.
Whew, got him though.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
Blech.
No, don't take it as a compliment.
His voice is in something we've watched recently.
Oh God.
I recognized it. I just don't know what it is. Oh, is he the... He's not the guy from, what's that name of that show? Zatara! The one we were talking about earlier! Windbreaker. He's not the guy from Windbreaker last season, is he?
No.
The villain guy?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm looking at the list right now.
Oh, okay.
He's in Persona 3. He's in Jujutsu Kaisen. Demon Slayer.
I was talking about Hifumi, by the way, not this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I hate that he's Mahito and stupid patch face and JJK. Yeah, nothing jumping out. Oh, he's in Agretsuko.
Oh.
Yeah. He's Foxboy in Agretsuko. But besides that, I can't see anything else we've watched super recently that we could have been picking up his voice from. Okay. He's in Justice in Dungeon? Ooh, good to know, good to know. Mikado knows a lot about the murder. Sus? Sweetie? Stop it, I'm not the killer. We've already proven that.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword.
Yeah.
But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
Sayaka.
Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Doop-de-doo.
And the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka.
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, Sweetie! My boy! Stop it!
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
Sweetie's like, oh, it's gotta be Makoto, gotta be Makoto. Sayaka's the killer? Boy. What?
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Yep.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility. Is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates.
I love aspects of Celestia's outfit, and I dislike other aspects.
She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret.
Nope.
If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior.
Soft-hearted Makoto. See, look, Sweetie, I'm soft-hearted. I'm not guilty. Maybe. Probably.
I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. You're a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
She's got a point.
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
The belt earrings don't seem to nor does the red tie.
Holy shit!
I think the red tie's a good accent though. Like you want, like sometimes you want a good accent color. Like I like that Killian's like little. It's mostly black, but like the accent of just like the little bit of red on the collar. I'm not wearing the gold chain or the gold necklace because it was stashed away, but I like having a good like little accent color. You know, it's good. Like the glasses, accent color. I don't have much red going on me, but good accent color. Yeah.
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she planned to murder.
Just hold on. That can't be true. Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument.
The glasses are a great choice, very powerful. Yeah, I mean, listen. I saw the glasses and I'm like, how do I not? How could I not? Like, it's the same vibe as the Gojo glasses, just like the, you know, just you crying? Like it's the vibe. It's like people love these kinds of glasses.
You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it.
You crying?
Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
What?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Yes, it's important.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Correct. Is it really all over? I was committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? As far as clues goes, there's nothing left. Make my argument. Dying message.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
Very well. Then let's review all the clues we found up to
Do we really have time for...
Die! Ah, if we don't do something, we're all gonna die!
It's easy just to say, hey, but there just aren't any more clues, right?
Dying message, bitch. Ooh, a lacy like spider web would look great. You're so right.
Sayaka's dying message.
Dining. Wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her. 11037. Written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Do you see it yet, chat? Have you figured it out yet, chat? Did you solve the mystery yet?
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
Left index finger.
I got it! Her left index finger had blood on it.
Yeah, I think most people in my chat have already played the game. We're just here for the ride because I don't have any recording of me actually playing the game because I'd love to have this.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
Oh, you're not playing the game, watching the anime? Ah! See, this is why you need to play the game for the romance. Anime is great, but the romance.
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What? What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1, 1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1, 1, but... Looking at it now, You could also read it as an N.
Dun dun dun.
Finally just said something worth a shit.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
The single brain cell is bouncing between so many people. I believe it's happening. It's working, guys. They're doing it. They're figuring it out.
But even if that really is an N037 doesn't make any more sense than before.
Number 37.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it. So, whose name did she write?
Pick up the TV and rotate it 180 degrees.
You can do it.
Do 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 do. Wow, Shiro's doing amazing. You shouldn't interrupt. Yeah, literally.
Here's my answer. The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
Yo, he looks fucking. He just went Super Saiyan. Goddamn.
No, it's not random at all.
Ow. Things are pinching. Oops.
She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were.
Yep.
And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That makes sense. Shiro's your favorite, you can tell? Listen, Asahina's my favorite, so I feel that. Sounds like one hell of a stretch to me.
I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
There's multiple things I know he tried to get rid of, so I don't know.
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
God, the music in this game is so good. Sorry, I can't get over it. It's so good.
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Well, I can decisively say you're not guilty because you don't wear sleeves. There,
Yeah.
Sakura Mommy. So like we're fine.
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
The burnt remains of the button on the shirt which was never get rid of. There's something about the way you pay attention to to figure out who's responsible. When it was disposed of. Oh, whoops. Where it was disposed of. Really?
I got it.
But the when and the where are also very important.
How the shirt was disposed of. We should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You'd need the key to get in. And the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
Wait, that's me. Make my argument.
The key to the trash, whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it.
So the only one who could, the person in charge of the
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the evidence.
Fuck that. No, you don't. Crystal ball, baby. Let's go. Got you.
Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you use this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how would you use it?
There, had to use a glass ball a certain way. Throw it.
I got it! The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone through a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Someone turned the incinerator on. Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here. Perhaps those were the work of a fairy.
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they got the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Boom.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Yep. I probably need caffeine and a nap, I'll be honest there, Lindy. I have not been... I'm still recovering sleep over the past week where my sleep was not the best. But... yeah. Could also be food coma. I did have I had a nice dinner. So I might be food coming a little bit too.
Wait, no. Just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet,
I do
right?
have tea. I could have some nice iced tea is waiting for me in the fridge. Oof. Okay.
The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
The ultimate baseball star.
Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
The ultimate baseball star.
I'm not the killer! These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered. And the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
Yes, teach me your closing arguments. Every case is one element to bring the Cosplayer trial in its closing argument. In this place, we'll give a complete summary of the case. You'll have to reproduce the flow of events for the case in the form of a comic book. If you notice the comics, there are a number of missing pieces. Okay. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. Like I get a hint, it might lead you to breakthrough. Okay. Good luck and have fun. Thanks. Great.
I like how there's always a comic at the end.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot I could scroll. Ah, crap. Okay, hold on. She drops the knife. Panic. Also, the fucking like anime, like the comic design is so crazy for this. The ferocity in her eyes to the immediate panic and terror. It's
Like,
kinda...
it's great because you don't get to actually see the murder take place until the comic.
Yeah.
And then this is where it all comes together. Chucks that shit in. He defends himself with the sword.
The killer is.
Let's hope I get this right.
I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning.
Whoops.
Whoops.
Last night.
Oh, never mind. I thought he was telling you it was wrong.
I thought I was wrong too.
In other words,
just the way he said that, I was like, oh, he's telling you you're wrong.
Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them.
Yep.
She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier. But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I'd put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
Uh-oh.
You did get it wrong.
I would have thought it would have been the... I would have thought it would have been showing her dropping the knife. Like, that's an important detail.
During the struggle, a strike... And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing.
Nope.
So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and
God, the face to the bottom right is wild.
Yeah.
But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They
Yep.
wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there.
Especially because he has very distinctive hair.
Yeah.
The bright red.
Afterwards,
That would have
the
been
killer
noticeable.
headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hero's crystal ball, which he left in the laundry room.
Dude, the fucking like anime and like full swing there for the pitch is crazy.
And for any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot, and that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator.
Dude, it's still such a cool concept. I really would love to play a baseball character in D&D. It's just, how do you make that a functional character?
You throw stuff and you hit things with bats.
Yeah.
Which then quickly roared to life.
Oh, they actually have their own sounds. You
You could probably flavor something as like
they left the area with, I imagine,
hitting like fireballs with a bat or something.
Ooh.
Because that's what Magna does in Black Clover.
Yeah, that's
I'm surprised
sick.
you haven't built Magna, honestly.
That's a good concept. It's just like Eldritch Blast is just a baseball player. Yeah, Monk also works as well. See, my baseball player that I designed was a paladin, and they just smite with the bat.
I mean, you could do like a paladin warlock and then pick up spells that are like basically like projectiles. So it's like you flavor it as you like smack magically inflamed like rocks or something with a bat, and then you smite with your bat.
There's an option there.
I made your character.
Yep.
But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence. Isn't that right, Leon?
Dude, the number of earrings on his ears are crazy. Literally 1,
It's
2,
too
3,
many.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 rings?
Too many.
Jeez.
It would appear that Hero simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
I remember the first time I did this, I was like, yeah, he clearly balled the crystal ball around the shirt, and then he shucked it that way, but then he didn't have a way to turn on the incinerator. I was like, I had it backwards in my head.
Do I object? Hell yes, I object. Of course I do. I object.
Blah,
I
blah,
object,
blah.
I object. I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories. You need evidence. Where's the evidence? Without evidence, it's all bullshit. It's bullshit, and I refuse to acknowledge it.
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
What evidence? I actually don't remember this part. Chat, hold on. Control Z. Yes, bullet time battle. Let's go. Won't want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you'll engage them in a head-to-head battle. We refer to this as a bullet time battle, aka BTB, by the way. Or destroy opponent's statements with the time with the rhythm. Oh, I forgot it's a rhythm game. My button presses? Move across the screen and reach the center. Oh, okay. Disconsider start a combo. Keep this going. Okay, tempo up. Oh, okay. Fuck, dude. Their weak spot statement will appear. At the point you can press the left button to shoot down the truth bullet, and like any other statement. If this key fails, care fail. Good luck and have fun. Great, thanks.
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
I refuse to acknowledge you. You're stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Stupid, 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 stupid. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lied. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. You lied. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lied. Stop.
Oh my god, okay, I get it.
Shut up. Here's your proof. You kidding me? Not a chance. You lie. Shut up. Shut up. Stupid.
Okay.
Where's your proof?
I lived on one fucking heart. Oh my god, that was close.
Yup.
Okay.
This should prove it.
I cut that closer. I did not realize what I had to do. I have to hit both buttons and then left click the fire. So it's like boom, 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 boom. Okay.
I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove that.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
That must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never...
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Yep.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid.
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid.
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid. Huh?
And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now.
Right, is going to information process mode due to 2 podcasts. No, but you mentioned yesterday that you were like invested in this one podcast.
Isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid. Stupid.
Uh-oh. He's gone anti-spiral.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished
We
here.
are finished here. No.
The
I did
last
so-
one was a C. It's okay, your final result is A.
C. Painful. Painful.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes?
Oh, wait. I just got an achievement. What was that achievement? Clear the class trial without having to retry a single time. Nailed it. First try, baby. Let's go. Amazing. Hey, Az. How you doing? Welcome, welcome.
You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple all sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully
Okay,
wrong
Monokuma, there's a lot of fanfare. Like, you don't, you're good. Just, I get it, Monokuma. You need to have your fanfare, but we kind of know. Bing bong bong. Guilty. I forgot about the. Looks like I ran out of the money. The black in this case, the one that got killed, Sayaka. No, the Leon Kuwata.
Huh? Hey, hold on.
Leon, did you really kill Sayaka? I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch!
What the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
It was kill or be killed.
So that's why.
Why killed her first?
None of you are any different.
One wrong step and you'd be the one standing here. I was a complete chance I would run up like this.
Just unlucky. That's all.
Hey, come on!
I hear the decision was made right after all. But then, when I think about it, I'm better off if we'd been wrong. Because if what can it really is the truth, then the truth is that Psycho was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind, it's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her and the video actually had something to do with her, me, I can't even imagine. Now we're trapped here with no way out. They're probably waiting for me. Can't afford to be stuck in here. Her panic, her terror, her fear. Her dreams and her friends was all that she cared about. And she would do anything to get back to them. I hate to say something like that happened to them. And Sayaka did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it, even some things that weren't so pleasant. That's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
yup. She was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. That's what she thought. Was that what she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know, because there's nothing we can do nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that. The entertainment industry must be sure must be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships. She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside she's descended to pure madness. Well, what did you say? I understand, I really do. Yep. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us. This is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that? All of it. Everything. It's all your fault. Silly and frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma, but...
That's enough.
As angry as it was, Kyoko lashed onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron. Strong enough I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you don't want to make enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. That's a close one. I thought for sure you were going to give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided the punishment you did. Now then, since you magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the Black Kawada will receive his punishment.
Punishment?
You mean
execution?
Execution?
Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her.
Yeah, that's it.
I was protecting myself at the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
Is that okay?
How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. Is it not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder?
So, that's
No, that's not. Stop it. I've had enough of this.
Oh.
Oh, are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? He killed your precious Sayaka, do you understand? I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either. Because the one to blame is him. Swa! If it weren't for you, this never would have happened to Sayaka or Leon. We should be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation, the mastermind. Uh-oh, did I awaken your sense of justice?
Hey,
Well, it just so happens that there's nothing unethical about an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world. It's that kind of justice that awakens within you. Just shut up. Okay, well, anyway, more importantly, let's hurry up and get to who everyone's been waiting for, the punishment!
I'm begging you, please, don't do this.
Hey, come on now.
No more begging, no more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Please.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
For Leon Kuwata, the ultimate baseball star.
No, 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 no.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
No.
These are always so brutal.
Boop. Oh, I forgot he gets put into a batting cage.
Yep.
Oh god.
Oh, all the deaths are brutal.
Yeah. I think the first games were more brutal than the second. If I'm remembering correctly.
I don't know.
The
I'll have to be
1,000
reminded.
blows. God, I forgot how gnarly this was. Whew. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Bludgeoned to death, quite literally. That's wild.
This is, I know it's brutal, but I do love this video game series.
Oh, it's so good.
Ugh.
It's really, really good. What we saw, that was the true face of despair. But if we can't call it that, what else could we call it? Man, my adrenaline is pumping right out of control. What's going on?
I can't take it.
Yep. Do we have to keep doing this? I just can't take it.
Well,
Hey, if you don't like it, all you gotta do is swear to cut ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. That's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
Why the fuck are you doing all this evil shit to us? Evil? You make me sound like I'm some dark, awful society, secret society type guy.
say what?
Or in this case, a dark, awful secret society type bear.
Well,
Why are you putting an upstanding young citizen like me through such a grueling or upstanding? No. Looks like you're trying to make common sense into something that doesn't make sense. You're trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible. I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together. You piece of shit. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass in the ground. You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. First, you can't cut free from the outside world. Being trapped in this insane place. You're trapped, are you? I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of the school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever?
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say? I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden in there, just like before.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Let's get to the block and punishment. And that's what everyone is waiting for after all.
Hey.
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to? Sorry, I said everything I've got to say. I need to save some for later. And just like that, he was gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by a nightmare turned into reality. Yay. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't for that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. I don't remember the order of the cases. I just remember... I know the 4th case and the 5th cases. I don't remember which one came first and second, third. I think that's second and that's third. I think that's third. So then after that one, it's that case and then it's that case. Okay, I think I know the rough order. Their faces were stone, their voices dead, but it was all in that moment.
Just a second.
Can I talk to you for a second?
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class trial started. You had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? Thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double cross you. That's a fact that you could never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why, as she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure. We can't ask her now.
However...
Even if you can't ask her, you infer, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you.
So...
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she would have never left that message. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back to the person who'd kill her.
Certainly.
That's one possibility. But I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway...
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you, which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past their death. I would never do that. No, I'm gonna carry them with me for the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? It's Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry the memories with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you. She revealed the smallest smile as she said that.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How'd you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh, well, I'm psychic.
What?
Huh? Kidding. I just have pretty good intuition. I'm psychic. What? Could you imagine that cliffhanger of just, I'm psychic?
Mm-hmm.
And that's 3 down.
Rip.
To be continued. Bum, bum, bum. I got Despair Bat. And let's go back here. Okay. How are we feeling, chat? Do you want to go a little bit longer? Do we want to find out? We might not get to the dating portion yet. We can find out. We can do like the next section of life. Let's do that. Why not? It's a vibe? Yeah. Let's do the next section. It's gone. She really is gone. It's almost like there was never anything there to begin with. Every last sign of Sayaka's existence has disappeared without a trace. It's just like he said. After class trial, before we took the elevator back up, Monokuma told us. Started to rush and make mistakes. No, yeah, take your time, take your time. Don't rush, don't rush. Oh, I almost forgot. Since the class trial is over, I'll go ahead and dispose of all the corpses. It's okay. No need to thank me. Just seeing your delighted, smiling faces is thanks enough for me. After all, nobody wants to look at rotting corpses every day. That can't be good for your health. Dude, the voice actor for Monokuma had so much fun. I didn't even have time to mourn Sayaka or Junko's deaths. I'm sure that's exactly why he did it. It's a bad joke, a sickening dream, but I have to accept the reality of it all. I headed back to the dining hall to meet up with the others. Sorry I'm late.
So,
Hey, are you okay, Makoto? Sure took a sweet time. I was just about to go get you and drag you back here. Sorry. So what happened? Was your room fixed up like you said? I imagine it'd be pretty hard to sleep with a rotting corpse in your bathroom.
Hey, come on.
That's fucked up, man. Why would you say something like that? My room was spotless. There wasn't anything left. Like the whole thing never happened.
I see.
Must be tough staying there. Nothing would happen. Why don't you stay in Sayaka's room? Well, staying there with her scent is still hanging in the air. That would hurt just as much. Plus, decided they can't turn away from her death. Hey, cheer up. Getting depressed isn't going to help anything, right? If we all work together, I'm sure we'll find a way out of here.
You got
So everyone just try and cheer up and get back on track. Is that honestly supposed to make us feel better? We were already working together, yet someone was still murdered. Anyone could betray us at this point. Now that it's happened once, it's a question of when, if not if, the next one takes place. Yeah, because Sayaka made the first move.
Well,
But if we work together against the mastermind, nobody will have any reason to do something like that. Keep telling yourself that. I'll be over here in the real world. Working together, fighting a common enemy, like it or not, it's not that simple. What do you mean?
Are you okay with
The
this?
mastermind seems to be much more powerful than ever expected. When they took over Hope's Peak, which was supposed to be well defended, they modified it to fit the Outer Saya. They created Monokuma, which seems to be incredibly advanced, and they're providing for our every need. And the cherry on top is the execution we witnessed.
Honestly.
Everything has been planned down to the last excruciating detail. This is not the work of your everyday psychopaths. Defying them may be too great a risk.
So
Then what are we supposed to do? Anyone who truly does want to escape, we'll just have to follow the rules. In which case, the only option is to deceive those around you and win the game.
No,
What?
No what?
I can't take it.
I don't want to live if it means killing someone else to do it. I don't want to kill anyone else. Anyone else? What do you mean?
It's because...
Leon died because we all voted for him, right? It's so different from us killing him ourselves.
But
If we hadn't voted for him, then we all would have died instead, right? Isn't that what you wanted, is it?
So it would
That's right. If you had that heap of blame on yourself, you'll turn into a full-fledged masochist. Cheer, listen. Not to blame. Not you, not Leon, and not Sayaka. The mastermind is responsible for everything that's happening. We had no choice but to vote. I can't even imagine what would have happened to us if we had refused. In the end, it was Monokuma who ultimately killed Leon. So don't waste your anger on yourself. Instead, direct it at the mastermind.
Ding dong bing bong.
Ding dong bing bong. Sorry, Katie?
I said ding dong bing bong.
Oh, sorry. I took my headphones off for half a second. I'm taking them off again. Oh. They're sitting weirdly on my ears.
Ears.
This is a school announcement.
It's
It
now
is now
10 p.m.
As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited.
Yep.
Oh, and one other thing. It was totally obvious before that you were trying to make yourselves feel better and justify what you did.
This fucker.
See you, don't see you, see you. That's about how much I can see you, even when you try to hide.
Hi, Elio. Welcome. Yes, Danganronpa. It is my, I've beaten Danganronpa 1 and 2 before, but I wanted to share my experience and my thoughts with the class, basically.
Now pay attention and remember this well. The burden of judging others is a heavy one to bear.
Oh my god.
So be well aware of your actions. Order and stability rely on the sacrifice and responsibility of everyone. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
God damn it. This fucking guy. What was that about? Just, just saying it's our fault what happened? That's pretty cruel, man. Piece of shit. Who does he think he is? So the day drew to a close. A tense, maddening day saw the deaths of 3 classmates, Sayaka, Junko, and Leon. But this was just the beginning. Our despair had only just begun. Chapter 2. Boy's Life of Despair. I woke up the next day to Monaco's normal morning announcement. Then he called us all to the gym. What's he gonna do this time? We were practically frozen with fear, but Monokuma was determined to get us involved in this little game. With that goal in mind, he began it.
Okay, lift your arms up and down.
Of course, Taka is completely committed.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Now reach way
Taka is the Rock Lee character type.
way down.
He's just Rock Lee. Or like Ida. He's got so many other options. He's just that archetype.
Tighten those muscles. Let's add a little strength, a little speed to those young bodies of yours.
Being stuck inside like this, you just gotta make sure you stay healthy. Doesn't this feel great? You're the one keeping us stuck inside. Don't sweat the small stuff. That's my motto. Yeah. Dang, Sayaka play cool. Listen, Sayaka, I get it. I get why Sayaka did what she did. I don't like Monokuma though, and Hifumi can eat shit. Like, you fall in love with me? Am I just to die for? Am I just to die in writhing agony for?
So?
Why did you call us here? Certainly it wasn't just to make us exercise. Just to make you exercise. Just to make you exercise. If exercise makes you laugh, exercise will make you cry. Now if you keep doing these exercises, you'll uncover the secret of the Assassin's Fist. Passed down from the generation to generation in the Empire of Darkness, the powers can be yours. Some kind of junk in a middle schooler we're just come up with. Doesn't matter. Just get to the point. Did you really call us down here just to exercise?
Hey,
Of course not. You think I have that kind of free time in my hands? Okay, so then... I'd like to make an announcement. Every time you overcome class trial here at Hope Seek Academy, a whole new world will open up to you.
What the heck?
A whole new world! It'd really suck if you had to live here forever with nothing new to stimulate you. Besides, I know how you kids get these days with your ADD and ADHD. Gotta keep you motivated. Monica would just call it like half my chat. I'm confident with that one. So go ahead, look around all you want. Enjoy the brave new post-trial world till you explode. With that, Monokuma disappeared, leaving us with even more confused than when he showed up. But a new world.
Could it be?
A way to get outside?
I wonder
That
about
seems
that.
unlikely.
Piece of shit!
But we don't know until we look.
Hey.
Whatever he meant, it seems we have to search the school one more time.
You hear me?
Start investigating. You're basically a one-trick pony, you know that?
Got it.
More like a stable food source. Now let's get moving. God damn it. Okay. Anyone here? Nope. Let's get out. Boop, 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 boop. Hey, look, it's hair.
What the heck?
Did you see what inside the display case? Bad, super bad, man. Sure, don't you die, it's nothing, but it's awful. A bad, terrible, awful trap.
Serious?
Plan up with it? Any god could come up by and use it to send a message? Huh? It's an ill omen, total devastation, ruin. Let me out of here, let me out! Huh? Well, I'm glad this guy's basically never helpful. I found a way upstairs. A path to the second floor is opened up.
You hear me?
But it's also the utmost importance to double check the areas you already know about just in case.
Without a doubt.
Aren't I so clever to think of that? I really impress myself sometimes.
You understand?
We'll leave the school to you. Okay. So we're gonna do a little bit of wandering. We're gonna collect some important materials. We're gonna go back to the Despair Hotel. Okay, I'm not allowed to go there yet. Okay, so then in that case, let's go to the school store. Never mind, I'm not allowed to look for anything. Absolutely not. The gate that was blocking the stairs has been opened. Is this what Monk meant by a whole new world? So what's up there? Doop, 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 doop. Maybe there's some kind of clue here. Yeah, I'm sure of it. There's gotta be something here. So interestingly enough, I don't remember anything about the second floor of the school, like at all. So it's gonna be a very much classroom 2A. We're gonna look at the first window. Cool. I'm gonna look at the clock. And we're gonna talk to Sayaka. Or Sakura. This must be what he meant by a new world. Fuck, I called Sakura Sayaka. Off to a great start. I just realized the baby is sleeping. Please be quiet. Also, butterflies on the wall. Cute. So that was 2A. Well, of course, the third floor is locked. Bathrooms. A pool. Well, I guess I know where Asahina's gonna be. Owie.
Just a second.
Guess I found a pool. There's a pool here. A pool, 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 pool. You have to keep repeating. I got it. And there's a ton of exercise coming into the locker room. Sakura's gonna go nuts when she finds out. Yeah, you're right about that. No, I don't like wearing swimsuits. You seem the type who might not be into that kind of thing. Still, it sounds like the locker rooms here have all the exercise equipment you could ask for. Maybe I'll give it a try. I'd like to kind of like to get a little stronger. You want to get stronger? I have to say, it's kind of unexpected.
Yeah.
But I'm not even brave enough to step foot in the locker room. Huh? You don't want to go in the locker room? It's not that I don't want to. I don't get it. Is she afraid of locker rooms or something? Pretty weird phobia, though.
Yeah.
Oh, and I guess you need a book to get into locker rooms. Really?
Of course.
Really, really? If you want to unlock the locker room, you have to swipe the personal e-handbook across the card reader next to the door. However, to ensure maximum security with each locker room, only a boy's handbook can open the boys' locker room, and the same goes for the girls. That's the bottom line.
But
What if someone opens the door and then someone else sneaks in? Anyone commits such indecency will be punished without mercy for the scandalous sexual depravity. Depravity? See, there's a galley gun mounted on the ceiling, right? And it'll go. I bet it'd really hurt to get shot by that thing. No, I think it'd be a little worse than that. What happens if someone loans their handbook to someone else? A boy could borrow a girl's handbook and that would get them into the girls' locker room, would it not? What? That never occurred to me. To think someone could be so low, so cowardly, so devilish. Okay, then how's it sound? Time for new rules. As of this moment, loaning your eBay handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. There. So now, nobody can give their handbook to anybody else, right? Great. You like that? I'm kind of a genius, right? Because my brain is 100% cotton. You don't imagine anyone would have lent their handbook out in the first place. After all, they would likely be held responsible for anything the person might do using the handbook.
so,
He seems awfully concerned with all this locker room security stuff. It's because your teenagers are sex crazy maniacs. You're at the age you try humping a plastic bottle. So to keep anything obscenely from happening, I have to maintain a rigorous watch. In that case, I would ask that you keep the same close eye on our dorms. If some man or woman would decide to stay in a room, there'd be nothing to stop them. All I care about is protecting the holy image of the school itself. I don't care what happens to your private dorms, by force or by cunning. Do whatever you want. I hate you so much. Okay, so the new regulations is in place. See ya. That's too bare totally ruined my mood. Maybe I'll go take a dip and cheer myself up. Is that sure? Want to come with me? There's nothing I hate more than getting water on my face.
I'm sorry.
I'll pass this time. Now come, when you're in a funk, there's nothing better than a good swim to pull you out of it. For sure that only applies to you. No more facilities are not available. Whatever else is going on, I must admit, that have been made much more comfortable for us.
Do you understand?
If things continue like this, the occasional class trial might not be so bad. She's crazy. Can I go through now? I can't, okay. Who is this?
Booba.
Yeah, literally. Pool locker. I guess I'll click on the locker. I hardly know her. Is this not... Hmm? Oh! Okay, now I'm in the actual pool. Lockers. Sweet. Okay, looks like we're good here. Okay, so that was the pool. And then in the pool entry, there is one more coin we need to get. And that is, we need to look at the lifesaver board rack. Ooh, this is one else again. Hey, that's another one, okay. And then we need to go to the library, wherever that is. I'm looking for also a classroom bead. Y'all see a classroom? That's the library. I remember this location from the anime. Oh, here's 2B. I need to click on the camera in this room. Reality isn't everything. But blocking them so you can't see anything. Nope, it's not brave enough to try it. Cha-ching! That's 80 coins. There's an archive room up here somewhere too? Or is it within the library? I guess let's go find out. First bookshelf. Been neglected for a pretty long time. Even though it's prestigious high school, they've been pretty careless because they keep it nice. Shelf packed tight with books, but looking at it, the whole thing is incredibly dusty. Okay. Shelf packed tight with books. The whole thing is really dusty. Oh, same text but different. Okay, good to know. There's a thick layer of dust on top of the desk. Looks like this library's been neglected for a pretty long time. It says school up to charge up to strange. Okay. There's an archive room. That's some kind of archive. All I saw in there was a stack of old books and files. Can't imagine the business you have in there. What is this? A letter? What is this? Hope Seek Academy.
Indeed.
It was buried in a thick layer of dust. It must have been sitting there for quite a while. What shall we see is inside? But we shouldn't read other people's mail without their permission.
Is that right?
What we shouldn't do is leave this here without finding out what's inside. Okay. I folded the paper and read what was written there. From the Hope's Peak Academy Executive Officer. Throughout the years, we have been committed to shaping the youth who will one day shape the world. We have a long, proud history of it as an institution of higher learning with the full government support. Our graduates enter society ready to take on active leadership roles in every major job field. However, Hope Seek Academy has now lowered the curtain on its glorious history for the time being. The decision was not an easy one to make, but serious issues beyond our control have made it necessary. But make no mistake, this is not the end of Hope Seek Academy. We intend to reopen our doors as soon as the issue forcing our closure has been resolved. That being said, this is the end for now, and I would like to personally and sincerely thank everyone for your help and support over the years. For now, we are awaiting official governmental authorization to formally cease operations. Contents of the letter are quite interesting indeed. It seemed Hope's Peak Academy had stopped functioning as a school. and judging by the amount of dust the letter had collected, it doesn't seem to have happened recently. I had to guess that this letter could be at least a year old. So it closed down at least a year ago? Most likely the mastermind took over the abandoned school in order to put on this little performance. That would mean it was closed when I got here just a few days ago. But I didn't get that sense at all. Unless you've been asleep for a year! Bum bum bum! Plus, if the school had shut down, don't you think it would have been in all the newspapers and stuff? I mean, you're saying it could have happened over a year ago, right? But before I got here, I looked stuff up online about the school and never saw anything about this.
So, in other words...
That must have all been part of the mastermind's plan. They lured us all in here. Someone who could create a place to judge and execute people could potentially be capable of anything. Of course, that's all assuming that this letter is real.
However,
if it is real, though, it does solve one mystery surrounding the school. The reason there are no other students here could be because the school had already closed down. It would be a nice, simple solution, it's true. But then, what about the other part? The decision was not an easy one to make, but serious issues beyond our control have made it necessary. Make no mistake, this is not the end for Hope Speaking Heavy. We intend to reopen the doors as soon as the issues forcing your closures has been resolved. What do they mean by serious issues? That apparently why the school had to close. Is there any connection between that and what's happening to us now?
no.
If the two events are in fact connected, uncovering that connection would be this useful clue on top of figuring out the mastermind's motive. Although I can't really say anything more until we find out more details. So in other words, only the mastermind knows the truth right now. Mastermind's motive. We can find out why they would want to imprison us all here. Will that be enough to get us out of here? Or... boom 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 boom. Hello, Togo. Not particularly anything else caught my attention so far. You'd have there's plethora of books, it's true, but the content seemed lacking. Where's the comic books? Where's the young adult section? Comic books, young adult, that stuff's a waste of time. Boy, oh boy. I've seen what you write, Miss Fukawa. Talented as you are, this stuff isn't any more worthwhile. My stories are filled with true love and pure feelings. Don't compare them to the garbage of yours. Your writing doesn't even mean anything. It's just a bunch of jumbled up letters. Someone should just burn it all. Ooh, the lady doth protest too much, methinks. I should secretly into boy-on-boy action. Boy-on-boy, I don't care if it's an anime or comics or fanfic or whatever. It's all filth, throwaway culture that'll be trashed and forgotten in half a decade. Just talking about it makes me sick to my stomach. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. You've insulted me. You've insulted my honor. These two actually started freaking me out. I've never seen anything like it. How come? They have all these books here, not one copy of any of my works. Well, yeah, why would they want comic books in the library? I suppose fanfic is just porn drawn by a bunch of amateurs. You just don't get it, not at all. I do get it. And with a face like yours, you can tell nothing you do is worthwhile. Say whatever you want about me, but never judge a book by its author. Now here, this appearances mean nothing at all. What you see before you is nothing more than a rind that contains the meaty pulp of my genius. My creations are what determine my meaning and value. You're so full of it. I'm used to being misunderstood. You think wicked attacks like yours will drop my HP? Okay. Yep, they're gonna go off. Still, this library is most interesting.
Stop talking.
I just think it loud. Smoky and dusty here, and the lighting is less than ideal. For a library, it's not the kind of place I'd want to do much reading in. Looks like a laptop. Pretty old, and it's covered in dust.
So...
Broken, I tried to press the power button earlier, but nothing happened. It's broken too? Too bad. Something I can use to go online and see what's going on in the outside world. If it's broken, there's nothing I can really do about it. Anyway, now I have a pretty good idea what's on the second floor. I didn't see anything that might lead to any kind of exit or thing. All I can do now is hope someone else found something worthwhile. Okay, better head back to the dining hall and see what everyone else has brought to our attention. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, how'd it go? Did anyone discover any interesting new, anything? There's a library. And a pool. A freaking pool and locker room is filled with exercise equipment. Also, having the pool on the second floor is certainly a choice. Nothing in... look like an exit. Well, hey, there's no reason to get so sulky. Wait till you hear about my amazing discovery. The warehouse and bathhouse on the first floor of the dorms are now open. And the warehouse is chock full of food, clothes, whatever you want. There's so much, it's insane. So go ahead and stuff yourself to the gills, whatever you feel like. Keep in mind, of course, that going out at nighttime is still prohibited. Please do not forget. What fucking way out of there? Okay, what about a fucking... What? And... Okay, and what about a fucking way out of here? Oh, out of here. I'm like, what about a fucking way out here? You know, we can go fuck right now. That's what he was saying. You find anything like that? Oh, well,
What?
Was there anything in the warehouse we could use to get our asses out of here? Nothing? Unfortunately, no, nothing I saw.
Hey, come on.
You fucking people.
What?
Who gives a shit if we have a goddamn pool now? Or a warehouse, whatever the fuck. We're still trapped in this piece of shit school. You need to figure out a goddamn way out now. Now. So there's no point in taking your anger out on us. Adaptation is the key, yes? For now, we must each find a way to enjoy our current situation.
You piece of...
Whatever you say, you fucking loon. For now, let's just concentrate on our investigation and let everyone know if you should discover something.
So then...
So are we done for today? Let's go to bed.
Yeah.
He's so sad. Ugh. To give us hope, just turn around and make us lose that hope? Is that the mastermind's plan all along? For us to feel despair? Oh god. Ding dong bing bong. Bing bong ding dong.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10. Okay then.
Okay, we're done with this. I don't need to hear it again. Time to go to bed. Mr. Monokuma, do you have a second? I don't really like myself. I don't have any kind of skill or hobby that I can say I'm super good at. My grades are totally average too. My reflexes are okay, not great, not awful. I could do a decent college where I'd make a few friends, maybe find a normal girlfriend. Which is exactly why I don't look like who I am. I understand that now. Life is just one giant copy-paste. I don't have any imagination. I'm perfectly average cardboard cutout. Oh no, I'm so boring.
You see what I mean, right, Mr. Monokuma?
I'm a cardboard cutout boring person. And we are awake.
Good morning, everyone. Get ready to greet. Oh, I wanted to let you know that your e-handbooks have been updated. New regulations have been added, so please take a look and enjoy your school life more than ever before.
Let's just double check our regulations. Oh. Yay! Always check your trash can, kiddos. My monitor also has one. $85 coins, baby. Nothing else that matters in my room? No. I'm just doing this to find the secret things, so that way we can speed through and not have to click on every single object in every single room, even though a lot of it's really repeating. We're just doing the avoid the redundancy strat. Interesting that no one else is out wandering about right now. Usually there's someone staying out around here. Gonna send me to the dining hall. Fine. Fine. Is there anything else I can do out here? Okay. Keep thinking I can walk in rooms, but I cannot. I have to click. I'm a fool.
Hey, Makoto.
Good morning. Is everyone else here already? Nope. Still waiting on Byakuya and Taka. Byakuya is no surprise, but it's strange Taka's not here yet. No, and Taka. I imagine he's trying to get the King of Tardiness up and out of bed. Sure, they'll be here soon enough. Just be patient. I don't mind waiting for them, but there's one problem, which is I am thirsty.
Hey,
how the hell is that a problem? Fumi, would you make me some tea? Huh? Milk tea, if you please. Oh, I mean, your radish figure reminds me of the owner of my coffee shop. I use to frequent. That's the reason?
This is
I can feel my throat drying out. Quickly, please.
Oh.
Okay. And she immediately gets Hifumi to do what she wants. And that's definitely not going to come back to bite us in the ass later.
Nope.
Hifumi skulked his way in the kitchen. Of course he did. Of course he did. Fucking skulking his way into the kitchen. God damn it. Thank you for waiting. Repeated with the trained hand, internal aroma growing stronger as he approached. Finally. Gonna make some tea for the rest of us, you know. I emphatically decline. You're not my type at all. It's all about the law of causality. Basic instinct, act and react. Grr. Well then, if you don't mind, a small smile played the cup as she held the teacup delicately in her hand.
Oh.
Wait. She cocked her head to the side, and she threw the cup as hard as she could at the wall.
What?
What are you doing, my little white rabbit? I hate this kind of tea. I don't understand.
Yes.
Imagine me at a coffee shop, just any normal everyday cafe. I sit down and order some tea. And they ask me, would you like lemon or milk? Now further imagine if I replied, yes, I would like milk tea, please. In this case, along with my tea, they may bring me a small container of milk, yes? But this is not for me. I am among those who prefer the milk to be part of the process from the outset. The fragrance is just so overwhelmingly sweet that way. Adding milk or lemon right before your drink is like dousing your fries in ketchup, mere condiments. Whenever looking for a cafe, I first review their menu to see if it offers the proper style of milk tea. I cannot acknowledge any milk tea that does not add the milk during the brewing process. If I describe our shared reaction to what we just heard, I'd have to go with wide-eyed bewilderment. I went all that trouble to make you that tea and you wanted me to go even further? Yes, I realize it can be a bit of a hassle. Even cafes that offer proper milk tea, it is always more expensive than simple tea with milk. It takes more time to prepare, surely. Why even bother creating a menu if you're not going to offer the highest level of quality? We don't actually have a menu.
You little bitch.
Oh god, I forgot about that. Holy shit. That does not matter. Hurry up and bring me what I asked for, swine.
Say what?
Okay, your little piggy will bring it right out. I fucking hate him so much. Oh, and Celestia moved it down.
The first simp.
The first,
The original.
The original simp is him. He is the first original simp. I do so love coercion. You're like a totally different person just now. Yeah, shit, you really went psycho there. I knew there was more to her when I first met her. I'd hate to have her as an enemy. Seriously, man, she's one scary chick. One of the later rivals came storming in. But there's a mystery afoot. What happened? It seemed Byakuya refuses to leave his room. I stood there pressing his doorbell over and over, but he never showed himself. Maybe he just wasn't there. I meant to think so, but I'm worried something might never happen to him. He didn't mean to say anything else. Everyone understood exactly what that mean. Might be a good idea if we all split up and go look for him. I was about to suggest the same thing.
What's your problem?
Taking a break from playing Sims since I got stuck finding things. Oh boy. Stop trying to one up everyone. Okay, then I'll go check his room one more time. I'm just gonna keep on hammering that button until I get a response.
Well, then.
Very well. The rest of us go check the rest of the building. Before it's, too late. Anyway, we just have to do our best to find Byakuya. So where might Byakuya have gone? Second floor of the school again. I have not had my tea yet, huh? Until my thirst is satisfied. I have no urge to do anything. If you're in a hurry, feel free to motivate Hifumi to move faster. This bitch. Well, this is my time to scour everything I do. So the deli case, once again. But nobody's seen Byakuya this morning, so we've all decided to go look for him.
What?
That's not good at all.
However,
This little piggy needs to. I have a whole edict to deliver a proper milk tea to my master. Bless his undeserving soul. It was such an honor. I will serve you with all my heart and soul. Okay, good luck with that. Yup, that was an experience, I guess. We're gonna click on that fat clock up top. I have time to remember the clock right now. Clicks and then fucking gets a coin and leaves, baby. Let's go. I'm gonna check the laundry room. First one. Second one. Leave the area. Bathhouse. Ooh, this place looks nice. Hell yeah.
Yo.
You find him? No.
Hey,
Shit,
come
man. Where the hell
on.
did he go? He's got his head stuck up so far up his ass. Who knows what's going on with him?
By the way.
What do you think? A morning bath kind of guy?
Hell yeah.
I've spent all night riding your hog. Find wind in your face is nothing better than morning dip. Hot water loosens you up. The heat of your soul gets your heart, body pumping. Oh boy. How am I missing a couch cushion in a spotted mess to clean? Yep, fair. Let's take your word for it, all that. Fucking nerd. Guys gonna expose themselves to each other, you know? Come with me next time, you'll see. I'll think about it. Not like you've been riding your hog here in middle school, man. I was like, is there something he tried? And then he answered me immediately. Okay, check, check, check. Dining hall clock, kitchen, deli case, bathhouse, check. I guess I might as well talk to people.
What's your...
It's a matter of fact, right? Being alone right now is not to be safe. So you got scared and decided to see Christina. As long as I'm with a sports idiot, if something does happen, I'm sure she'd jump in without thinking to take the fall. What were you eavesdropping? Awful. You're just so awful. Get lost, you stray cat. Okay. Hey, Hina, look. Nah, it's no use. I keep banging on his door and nothing. Come on already, open up. You can bust the door down, hitting with that hard. Relax, it's nothing compared to what Sakura could do. She's really awesome, you know? If she really wanted to, she could tear this door open to shreds. I see. Well, she's the ultimate martial artist. She might actually be able to do it. I've been knocking enough. I think I can say for sure he's not there. I think you're right. Okay, I'm gonna go look around for him.
Yeah.
Okay, good luck. Where does this go? And there was no trace of Byakuya here.
You hear me? In other words, you understand?
And elsewhere to consider a search. Don't think I've ever seen this room in all of my time playing this game. I don't remember seeing this room before. I know this is a new that just opened up now, but like the first time I played this game, I don't remember seeing this room. That's wild. Okay. I guess let's go to Hope's Peak Academy, baby. School store and gym entry. That sweet bottom shelf, baby. Let's go. 91. What is that room? Why are there huts in that door? I don't remember what that door is. It's been so long. I don't remember at all. Watching people, don't think about it. Out of sight, out of mind. So we're up to 92, and I just have to click in the arc. Hello.
Hey. So...
Was Byakuya interested again? The archive room, I assume. definitely the pool. You know, Byakuya, that guy really loves a good dip in the pool. Byakuya? Well, things imagine this most definitely wasn't one of them.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm fishing. What does it look like I'm doing? I'm trying to read, so if you could be quiet.
Oh, sorry.
Man has been
Wait,
up all
no.
morning reading.
What are you doing here? Everyone's super worried. We've all been looking for you.
Who asked you to do that?
Because we're all supposed to meet up in the morning and eat together. We made a
Mhm.
promise.
A promise? Can't I get a second's peace and quiet around here?
Snapped his book shut and slowly stood up, as smooth and silent as a shadow. You know, the others must have heard me yell and started showing up one after another. This is where I've been hiding. The heck are you doing here, man? We were very concerned. Well, you had no reason to be. I was just reading. Never read such a coarse novel before, but it might just prove useful at some point.
Well...
What are you reading? A mystery novel.
Well...
Wait, so you're gonna use what you learned in there to betray us? Don't be stupid. It's just something to keep in mind. If I decide to fight, of course, I'll come up with something original. Otherwise, this game of ours will be totally boring, right? It's not often you get to take part in such a high-stakes, high-tension activity. So if you're going to do it, it's make sure it's entertaining. There's an undeniable smile on his face as he spoke. Looked like he was actually enjoying himself. Enjoying this deranged killing game. The fuck do you mean game? It's just fucked up. But it is a game. It's a game of life or death, which can only have one winner. That's all there is to it. It's a zero-sum game, huh?
Are you okay
It is
with this?
a part of game theory, a mathematical model. In game theory, what we are going through now is called a zero-sum game. In this type of game, in order for one person to gain something, another must necessarily lose something. In other words, it is a situation in which participants must compete for position or resources.
I see.
Like kind of an elimination match.
Actually,
Entrance exams, sports tournaments, jobs openings, most social interactions fall into this category. Everyone must scramble to obtain something which is limited. For you to succeed, someone else must fail. This also applies to school life we have been subjected to here in this case. Our limited resource is that only one of us can successfully become the Blackened.
So, in other words...
This game was designed from the beginning to force one of us to try and defeat all the others. That can't be what they had in mind. This is why adaptation is so crucial. If those who want to escape were to disappear, there'd be no reason to continue playing the game. But why would you want to stop playing? It's so much fun. His smile was filled with evil intent, its twisted face into something not human. I have the hair on my forehead and tickling my face. It sounds as if you don't acknowledge even the possibility that you may lose, am I right?
Naturally.
Of course. Do not speak like the others, expecting what I expect from the Togami heir apparent. It's just normal arrogance, isn't it?
just a second.
You talk like that, but what if you end up dead?
Not possible.
I won't. It simply isn't possible.
You son of a bitch!
Who the fuck do you think you are? You know, I still just can't believe it.
What?
Believe what? That an uneducated, brain-dead, useless piece of garbage like you has survived this long.
Piece of shit!
I'm gonna fucking kill you. Like I said, I won't die. You keep saying that, but you're really not making a good case for you. Don't bother arguing with him. For him, the concept of losing simply does not exist. Because he's that good. He's the ultimate affluent progeny. After all, a boy raised to succeed from the day he was born. He considers victory as his destiny, and has lived his life accordingly. Tests and challenges are merely ways for him to stand victorious, even if it is a life and death situation. Is that not so, Byakuya? At least one of you seems to understand.
Isn't it wonderful?
It's because I am the same as you. Games are meant to be won.
That's enough.
You try to suggest we're on the same level. Close that vulgar mouth of yours.
Oh.
Well, I do apologize. Anyway, let me just say this to all of you. You'll need to try harder. If an opponent is going to give it their best, where's the fun from me?
No.
That's a terrible way to look at it.
What?
It's because
This isn't a game. Our lives are on the line, you know. To kill your own friend it's horrific. Friends? Who decided that? We're not friends. No, quite the opposite. We're in competition. We're enemies. But you know. But what? Stop trying to force your contradictions on me and just accept what I'm telling you.
Come on.
Yes, if you have something you'd like to say it. Otherwise, keep your mouth closed. I'm sorry.
Stop fucking
Hey,
around.
shithead, get off your bullying on. You get off on you get off on bullying people that can't fight back. You want to try that on me? So you're back to pretending to be friends, huh? How long do you think that's gonna last?
Piece of shit!
Fuck you.
What?
That's all you can say. It's unfortunate that you'd waste your breath on such empty gibberish.
You son of a bitch.
That's it. You're fucking dead.
Just a second.
Just calm down. I am calm. How is this calm? Anyway, I don't have any intention of working with the rest of you any longer. To cooperate during an elimination game is, well, frankly, it's a waste of time. And I hate wasting my time. Waste of time. Engaging in friendly group meals is out of the question. Someone could easily poison our food, and I'd rather not become part of the Last Supper just yet. Quit talking like you're a fucking movie or in a fucking movie or something.
Goodbye.
All I'm saying is that ultimately you are all free to do whatever you want on your own. Goodbye. Without a second glance, Byakuya left. There wasn't anything we could do to keep him from going. His way of thinking is just beyond anything the rest of us could even comprehend.
But
Was he serious about all that? He was without a doubt.
don't fuck with
Well, fuck him then. But what he said, he might not necessarily be wrong. I mean, can you say for someone who won't poison our food? Hey, come on, you two, Toko?
Anyway.
Well, it's not like anyone would even care if I was gone, right? Actually, I bet you all want me gone. You all think I'm disgusting. None of us think that. You just think you don't think that. I know some people like to play victim, but this is just totally out there. You think I don't know what but I do. You want me gone. I'm just sure the rest of you just want the same thing, don't you? Just let her go. Once she gets going like that, there's nothing you can say to bring her back. And just like that, everything is going poorly. Everyone headed back to the rooms. Jeez, I'm tired already, but I don't have time to take even one day off. I need to get myself going. Okay, I will call it here because I have a bunch of things I need to do before we get into free time. So I'm going to save this. I want to save when we started free time on the off chance of I need to do anything specific to plan what's going to happen in the dating sim portion of the game. So for next stream, we're going to continue the dating portion. We're going to choose who we actually want to spend time with. Make sure we can math that out so we can spend time with as many people as possible before the game ends. But yeah, thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you again, Zatara, for sponsoring this stream and this cosplay. But I really appreciate hanging out with you all. I had a lot of fun today, and I'm gonna... I mean, hot take. Do I just stream on Fridays? Like, if I have space to do so? Like, that's an option.
I mean, if you have time, like, why not?
I mean, there's an option.
Your schedule is different than it was. You used to work all day Friday.
I used to work all day Friday, but now I have much more free time. We'll see. We'll see. If I do stream next week Friday, it'll be more Danganronpa. So, if I'm live again in the week, it'll be this game. So, thank you for hanging out. Regardless, if you're on the Twitch side, please consider going over to YouTube briefly and just drop a quick sub. You can see all my cosplay content from TikTok there. Some stuff that's being reposted, edited differently. It's some good shit. I greatly appreciate it. And you'll be seeing, if I don't end up streaming the next portion of Danganronpa on Twitch, it'll be uploaded to the YouTube channel, so you want to make sure you go there. And if you want any updates in regards to all that, you can always go to my Discord link. It is available basically everywhere through my Linktree, etc., etc. And then you can get all those updates for free and hang out and chat with me and others. Yeah. Talk to you real soon. Yeah. Good night, everyone. Love you all.